think to me in this market, one of the distinguishing factors is you're not only buying a project, you have to actually do your due diligence for your clients and your clients' best interests and make sure that you understand and they understand who the developer behind the project is. What's their reputation? What is their ability to not only create a vision for the project, but actually follow it through into reality? And Kaivan has an incredible reputation, has Ontario's best urban land inventory. And I know it looks like a tagline, but having the best urban land inventory, it actually has a very deep meaning. It means that you have access to Kaivan communities throughout the province that are generally in incredible locations and represent incredible upside for buyers. There's a deep care towards buyers and towards our broker partners, and Kaivan is constantly doubling down on innovation and investment in the future. But what does that look like in numbers? There's over 4,200 homes built by Kaivan successfully delivered. 4,700 coming in the pipeline in the next 3 years. 16 years in business with zero cancel project. And so when you're bringing your clients into the sales center, when you're bringing your clients and transacting them with Kaivan, you can have the peace of mind and assurance to know that the product will be delivered at a very high quality when it's built. Here are some of the communities that they've done, some of the communities that are ongoing, and some of the communities that are coming as well. So you're going to be seeing a lot of us. The Kaivan team is back there. I hope I'm not making them blush, but you're going to be seeing a lot of us and a lot of Kaivan this year because we have an incredibly exciting pipeline that will keep you constantly active, and we're finding constant ways to create opportunities for your buyers. But we're all here to talk about Lakeview Village and specifically Aura. Incredible project. You can see the location here, kind of wedged in between Long Branch Go and Port Credit Go. Massive master plan communities. And what you're actually looking at is Canada's most transformational waterfront community in the entire country, and I would argue one of the most exciting waterfront communities in North America. I know some of you have already asked me, how does it compare to another master plan community on the waterfront not too far from here? This is 2.5 times the scale as far as land. We're talking about a 177-acre community. 50 acres are dedicated to parks and conservation area. 12 acres are dedicated to the campus and the innovation lanes. 12,000 people are anticipated to make Lakeview their home. 1.9 million square feet dedicated to employment opportunities with 9,000 new jobs coming right into the community. The city of Mississauga is looking at Lakeview Village and they want to make this a destination. They're anticipating 1 million visitors every year to come and frequent the incredible amenities created here for the public in Lakeview. In addition to that, you're going to have 200,000 square feet of retail, and Lakeview is actually the most sustainable waterfront community in all of Canada as well. So for your clients who are really passionate about minimizing carbon footprint, green living, this community is that. One of my favorite shots is this aerial that actually takes you through and really shows you where Aura specifically is located. Aura is a collection of homes. It's not a high-rise, it's not a super high-density building, it's not a mid-rise that's long. It is a collection of homes that are built at the heart of the community, right? And the location, in my opinion, is one of the most prime locations for low-rise residential homes in the entire community. And the reason is, it's centrally located and close to everything. So 2 blocks from the marina, 1 block over from the new school district and sports field that are going to get built, 2 blocks over from the new marina that's getting built, 2 blocks to the innovation center and all the employment opportunities, 1 block to the main retail hub, and literally, a literal 3-minute walk right into the water and all the activations that are there. So when you're buying here, this is probably the most walkable and the most central block within the community itself. Aura is also surrounded by 3 parks. So out of 4 directions, Aura has a park on the north side, on the west side, and on the south side. So there's a lot of green space right around Aura that kind of isolates it in a really unique way as well. Now, for those of you who have cottaged in the past, or if you've ever rented a cottage or you have a pool in your backyard, you know that waterfront living does something physiological to your body, right? Like when you're up in the lakes in Mississauga, if you're out in your pool in your backyard, there's a calmness that is attached to living by the water. There's more emphasis on health, more emphasis on well-being. Aura is that. The day your clients move in is the day their quality of life improves significantly. It's as simple as that. Because there's no longer walks randomly, like in a concrete jungle. You're taking your dog out and you're walking on the marina, on the lakefront trails, you're grabbing a coffee, you're meeting up with friends for lunch, a picnic on the beach, a picnic in the park. That is Lakeview and that is Aura Living. The marina that's built right beside Marina, actually, right where she's standing. The marina that's built right in the corner there connects into all of the lakefront programming. There's going to be paddle boats, kayaks, waterfront activations, and it culminates in this longest pier on the Great Lakes, 660-meter pier with retail activations as well. Imagine just what that does to the community. The offering is really unique because we're talking about low-rise, ground-oriented housing in a market that hardly has those opportunities in major urban centers. And what I mean by that, a lot of the new subdivisions that are coming up in the GTA are actually in the periphery, replacing agricultural lands, right? That's where we're seeing a lot of the low-rise developments that's popping up in the GTA. Very rarely do you see an opportunity to create that low-rise density function in major urban centers. And here at Aura, we were able to accomplish that. In addition, we have the connectivity. Long Branch Go is about 1 kilometer away this way. You have Port Credit Go just on the other side of the community, and there's the My Way bus that connects everything along the lakefront as well. The reason we're really excited about this product is because we've actually built it with the end user in mind, right? Historically, over the last 10, 15 years, a lot of the product that was built in the GTA was not built for end users. Who was it built for? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Investors. We've actually created the profile for who we want our end consumer to be and reverse engineered the product. We've had 3 main categories of buyers in mind. The first one is the first timers. The first timers that are saying traditional homes or detached homes or townhomes are simply out of reach. I can't afford it, but I need a space. Second group of buyers is the young families that need spaces that grow with them as their families grow, as their needs change. And the third one is the right-sizers. The right-sizers are the families that have lived in the area for years. South Etobicoke, South Mississauga, Oakville, Toronto. They have either paid off their mortgage or have a ton of equity in their home, and they're saying, it's time for me to move into a smaller place, but I still want to keep that urban living, I still want to keep that urban lifestyle. Let me sell my home for $3 million. Let me pocket $2.5 million into my retirement fund and buy a home and live at Aura Lakefront. What we're finding and what we know historically is if you buy or if you create product that is designed for the end user, and if it makes sense for the end users, it makes sense for investors, right? First-time homebuyers, young families, right-sizers. What you get as an investor is you get a deep pool of double-income families as tenants. These are people who will take care of your home. These are people who will pay in a timely manner. These are people who have pride of ownership in living in your home, right? And so what it does, by you being here early, is you're able to get your clients to capture that early phase value and have them capitalize on that appreciation cycle while they're collecting really premium rents. And to me, the third thing is, I always ask myself, if I'm investing, do I see myself living in there? Do I see my kids living in there, or my parents? If the answer to one of the 3 is yes, generally that's good real estate to own. In this case, the answer to all 3 is yes. And so I know that this is an exceptional investment opportunity as well. And what doesn't hurt, this is perfect. And what doesn't hurt is that it's actually the lowest price for low-rise in the entire GTA. Our prices here are starting from the 500s. We're going to share that detailed prices with you today at the end of the evening. Sizes are from 800 to over 1,100 square feet. Here's my favorite part. Historically, pre-construction was priced at a significant premium to to resale. Now the market has tightened up a bit. Pre-construction prices are now generally trading at a very small premium to resale. What we've done for this early phase, for you to capture that value for your buyers, is we've actually priced it less than resale for this early phase. And on top of that, you get the incredible early phase incentives. I'm going to show you some numbers, but I want to drive a couple of things forward here. So there's going to be a couple of slides with a lot of numbers. It's really important that we get through this because that's the opportunity. They're expecting 700,000 skilled trades to retire by 2028. Okay? We are not replacing those skilled trades by any means at any reasonable pace. And the second thing is the severe lack of inventory. We all know that housing starts in 2025. We're the lowest on records. Housing starts, not completions. Completions last year were still high. They're going to be okay this year, but the starts are nearly non-existent. So you know that there's going to be a massive issue with supply in the next few months, in the next couple of years, probably starting next year. The second main point that I want to drive home is that your clients are getting in on the ground floor of a master plan community that will probably be the most outstanding community in the entire province, right? And data has proven time and time again that the early buyers in master plans are the ones that are able to capitalize and do really well from an appreciation perspective over a 10 to a 15-year cycle, right? And the reason for that is simple. If you're living in a home in a random neighborhood, the market appreciation actually defines the price growth in that community. That's it. Just the price appreciation is tied to the market appreciation. When you're buying in a master plan community in an early phase like Aura, today it's nothing but a construction site. By the time we build it, by the time all the infrastructure around us comes in, the community is just more valuable because the infrastructure is now there. Now you're getting the retail, now you're getting the innovation, now you're getting the community center, now you're getting the marina, now you're getting the park. Irrespective of how the market performs, those factors are enough to drive the value of your real estate up. And so your buyers get to capitalize on that. Let's look at a few numbers here quickly. I told you it's the cheapest in the GTA, and I meant it. These are the immediate area resale comparables, the resale comparables in the area for stacked towns. There's a project called Delwood Park, resale. It's a little bit older, but I still pulled it. Project called Stride Towns. You can see the values there. Long Branch, just on the other side. And the Reserve. And you can see how Aura stacks up to that. Those prices generally are going to be in the mid to high 700s. Aura is going to be from the 500s. So massive savings. Again, guys, I'm not comparing to overinflated pre-con. This is resale. Next, I looked at the entire GTA, okay? Condo values, average price, around mid-6s, right? This is 2 and 3 bedroom condos. Townhome average prices, about 1.2. Detached average prices, around 1.8. Aura's coming in the 500s. So when I said this is really the most aggressive offer in the GTA, we really meant it, and we wanted to put it forward for your clients. If you look even at the pre-construction slides, 2-bedroom comparables, there's 2 projects in the area. There's a condo project right in this community that's already in the market. They're averaging about $670K for a 2-bedroom condo, or is in the 600s. But you're getting more space for less money. There's a project with stacked towns just west of here, or just east of here, $960,000 for stacked townhouse, same sizes as ours, $300K. Same story with the 3 bedrooms as well. And the lease comparables in the area are incredibly high. You're getting about $3,000 a unit for a 2-bedroom. So again, just ton of potential here. From an investment perspective, if your clients are looking at a 2 or a 3-bedroom unit, it will actually result in positive cash flow every month. Now, it's not something you'd retire off in the long term, but it's enough to make sure that your investors are not out of pocket and your buyers are still capturing that value as well. And this is one of my favorites. Guys, I told you before, low-rise developments in the GTA, in urban centers, are nearly non-existent. This slide shows it better than anything. On the left, you're seeing the low-rise inventory under construction in Mississauga. There's 70 townhomes under construction in Mississauga. If you compare that to that big bar there with 10,000 condos under construction right now in Mississauga, and 70 townhomes. So that condo market is going to continue to go through a pretty tough time over the next few years, but that low-rise just doesn't exist. Even if you look at the other side, which is issued building permits, running tally for the last 5 years, there's about 1,200 townhomes that have been applied for in the last 5 years in total. This opportunity just does not exist, and that's why we want to drive this home. I'm going to move on from numbers, because I don't want everybody to fall asleep on me, and I know that that's a lot. Let's talk about the release. We're talking about 88 townhomes in our first release. We have the ability to add another couple of phases, bringing the total up to 150 townhomes. But what I want to make sure everybody's clear on is we're actually not even launching the community. If you're here today, you got a personal invitation from our team. We haven't gone into our full broker network. This is the only group that we're working with. And obviously, some of you here have teams. We're going to see them tomorrow virtually. So make sure you don't miss that. But this phase is for the people in this room and your teams. We're going to actually launch the other phases of the community, similar type of housing, for a different price point in April out of the sales center that we're building in the corner right now. So this is really a unique first opportunity for your buyers. And your buyers that are getting in, they're not only getting the best price, they're also getting the best collection of incentives as well. So when you're buying early, it's not just about getting the best price possible, you're actually also getting the best choice in floor plans and homes and finishes. The floor plans are incredible. You can see our spaces right there. Our exterior with the peaked roofs, beautiful architecture, incredible street presence. And this is from the south of our site looking in. We have Waterway Commons, which is another public area, one of the 3 parks that we're surrounded by. Floor plans, you're going to get a full package at the end of it, so I'm just going to fly through this. We have the Echo and the Echo N. I will say, the interior units like the Echo and the Halo are the ones that you really want to focus on because they are the ones that are most common in the project. We only have 7 floor plans in this project. We wanted to make it really simple. So the Echo is where you want to deliver and kind of direct those entry-level clients. We obviously have it as an end unit. We have a few 3-bedroom options as well. They are tougher to get only because they only exist on ends of blocks. So make sure you keep that in mind. That's the Halo Upper. Another unit that is common that we think is great. All of the units are 2 bedrooms with 2 baths. There's plenty of reasons to choose Aura. We went over a few of them. Rare opportunity, Lakeview master plan community, incredible vision, transit, commercial, employment, everything that you'd be looking for, you have in Aura. We actually created a program, an exclusive first-time homebuyers program, where your first-time home buyers actually get complete tax-free pricing. So not only you get the GST rebate that every other developer in the world is advertising, Kevin is actually also giving your clients the PST portion rebate as well. And that is, Kevin is the only one in the entire province that does that. Now, that translates to a lot of money. If you're buying a condo from us for $570,000, and if you're a first-time home buyer, that condo becomes $520,000. When was the last time we sold townhomes for $500 anything? Like, it's probably been a solid 10, 15 years. That HST rebate actually applies to all first-time home buyers. And Kaiven guarantees it, which means if at the end, when the units are ready, these legislations around the PST rebate or the GST rebate are not passed, Kaiven is actually going to pass on the savings for you anyway. So your clients can buy that with complete peace of mind, as long as they know that. So there's never been a better time to buy for first-time home buyers. You're saving up to $60,000 when you're buying with us here. So make sure you start calling your leads, make sure you activate your network, make sure you activate your database. That's what you need to do to bring them here. I was actually here yesterday, really anecdotal, the 2 seconds. I was here yesterday, blocks 1, 2, and 3. I'm looking at the Kaivan team back there, blocks 4 and 5, coming soon. Very, very soon. So as soon as we get through these 3 blocks, everything firms up. We're hoping to have block 4 and block 5 ready for you guys. Our prices, this is where the cell phones go up. Prices starting from $599? No. We're actually giving everybody $60,000 off of our pricing for this. So that means, this is where you gasp, that means that our pricing starts at $539. Gross pricing, before the first time home buyer rebate. First time home buyer rebates brings it to $499 for a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 800 square foot townhome. Yeah, this is one that you want to take a picture of. Now the phones go up. At least now I know they're actually paying attention. I have to be incredibly clear about this. These prices will not last. Okay? Sahil is already on the phone calling buyers. These prices will not last. Make sure you take early advantage. Make sure your buyers take early advantage. These are the prices for block 1. As we move into the blocks, there's a slight premium between each block, but honestly, we've priced everything so aggressively. Every one of your buyers is going to have a chance to capture incredible value in buying early in our community. The incentives, up to $60,000 off the prices, 1 free parking space included, 0 development charges. Also, Kaivan has a philosophy about closing costs. They want complete transparent closing adjustments at the end of the transaction. So your clients aren't going to get hit with a crazy $20,000, $30,000 bill at the end to close. That doesn't happen with Kaivan. $5,000 cap on all of your closing costs, with DCs capped at 0. The most aggressive structure in the market. In addition to that, there's a small monthly maintenance fee that's included for the first 12 months. Stainless steel kitchen appliances, included washer dryers, included free assignment, lease during occupancy. All of that is included, part of our launch package for your clients. The deposit structure, incredible as well. Only $55,000 down over the next just under a year, with an additional $10,000 on occupancy.